Hi, this is Malathi, a bioscience teacher. So now let's see about the internal structure of the heart. And this is the 10th class topic from bioscience. So let's see here the internal structure of the heart. When the heart is cut in a longitudinal section, we can see that it is embedded with the four chambers. The four chambers are upper two auricles and lower two ventricles. At the same time, both the sides of the heart, that is right side of the heart and left side of the heart are divided by a muscular circle. Means what? It is a built with a muscle which will be separating both the right side of the heart and left side of the heart, because left side of the heart is filled with the totally oxygenated blood, whereas this side it is filled with the deoxygenated blood. Deoxygenated blood means impure blood. Oxygenated blood means which is the pure blood. So now let's see here how many blood vessels are stuffed into the heart. So there are 5 blood vessels. One is aorta, that is which carries the oxygenated blood from left ventricle to all parts of the body. Next is pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery carries deoxygenated blood from right ventricle to both the lungs via the pulmonary arteries. Okay. Next one is pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein brings, that is a pulmonary vein from two branches, brings the oxygenated blood from both the lungs and it pours into the left atrium. That is oxygenated blood will be poured into the left atrium. Okay, next one is inferior vena cava. Inferior vena cava is the largest blood vessel after the aorta. It brings the deoxygenated blood. From lower part of the body towards the right atrium. At the same time, this is the superior vena cava. It carries the same deoxygenated blood from superior part of the body. Okay. So these are the 5 blood vessels. Now let's see about the functions of these 4 chambers. So let's assume now that the blood is filled into the left atrium from the from the pulmonary vein. So the pulmonary vein pours the blood, oxygenated blood into the left atrium. So what will happen here is the left atrium start contracting, and what happens here, the blood will be poured into the left ventricle. How does the blood gets poured into the left ventricle? So there is a regulator, that is a valve which is called as a mitral valve, which regulates the flow of blood from left atrium into left ventricle. Simultaneously here, when the left ventricle is getting contracted, the blood will be pushed into the aortic valve, where the blood, that is oxygenated blood, will be pushed into the aorta. So when the blood is getting pushed into the aortic valve, here this bicuspid valve gets closed, so that the blood won't be pushed back again into the left atrium. So at the same time here, the blood, that is the deoxygenated blood from superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, will be poured into the right atrium. From there, the deoxygenated blood will be pushed into the right ventricle via the tricuspid valve. Here the flow of blood will be regulated. So what happens here is, again when the right ventricle is getting contracted, the blood pushes into the pulmonary artery via the pulmonary valve, which is located in the right ventricle. So this is the deoxygenated blood. So it consists of both the branches, that is left branch and towards the right branch, that is it will be carrying the deoxygenated blood towards both the lungs. So in the lungs what will happen is, through the capillaries the blood enters into the capillaries. So the deoxygenated blood which is connected towards the alveoli of the lungs, here near the alveoli the exchange of gases will be occurring in the lungs, that is carbon dioxide will capillaries. So this oxygenated blood will be poured back into the left atrium. So one side, that is left side and right side, simultaneously will be getting contracted. That is, both the atrium gets contracted at a time and both the ventricles also gets contracted at a time. So one more logic is, here the walls of the atrium are very thin compared to the walls of the ventricles, because atria needs very less pressure to contract, whereas these ventricles need a lot of pressure to contract because they need to push the blood against the gravity. Thank you.